What the food industry does is it doesn't care about all the people, doesn't care about all the entire population. It cares about 20% of the population. And this 20% of the population is supposed to be addicted to 80% of their products. So they want to sell 80% of their products to the 20% of the population. So what they do is they make sure that the 80% of their products are as highly addictive as possible to the 20% of the population. Look at your favorite food industry. It makes sure that 80% of its products are actually highly addictive to the 20% of the population. I will explain this shortly. So when the 20% are totally addicted to the 80% of their products, they are making profits already. Number two, they will use this 20% to influence the 80% of the population. This is where the diet soda came in. So they realize that people love soda, that people are addicted to soda. But there are people who are educating the masses about soda and the dangers of sugar. So what they did is they came up with a product that will fit 20% or even less of the population. And this was the diabetic patients. They were targeting these diabetic people. Those are the 20% of the population. And when they targeted this 20% of the population, so they produced a product that will actually be addictive to this generation or this 20% of the population, and at the same time look like it's safe for them. And guess what? So now a diabetic person can enjoy soda, which has zero nutritional value, but a diabetic person can now enjoy their soda. And through that, because they have conditioned the 20%, through that the 80% were conditioned. Do you know how many of you ran to buy that? Up to now, how many of you run and drink diet soda thinking that it's healthy? Thinking that if this diet soda is safe for the diabetics, if the diabetics can enjoy diet soda, who am I? Let me run to take this diet soda so that I can protect myself from getting diabetes or the issues of sugar. And that's how you ended up being an addict to that soda without even knowing. That is a worse product than the normal soda. It is sugar. And you don't need soda for any reason. So they have made their sodas and their products very addictive. They add in sugar without putting on the label. And your regulatory bodies just put on stamps. They pass, stamp and pass, stamp and pass. Because when they receive the dossiers, those documents that are supposed to pass that product, they are only looking for the label. What does the label say? When the label is clear, pass. They don't care about the product. They don't care about what is happening in that product. They don't care. They don't even take samples to sample it. What they do is they just read the label, and the label is clear, stamp and pass. Stamp and pass. So you will be stupid to sit back and think that regulatory body is coming in to change your life for the better. That regulatory body is there to protect you. It's not. Have you not seen the fertilizers that are coming in and it's already soil? Have you not seen the same regulatory bodies approving GMO products? Have you not seen them approving that seed oil that came in? There was a seed oil that came in, and they say that this seed oil was not fit for consumption. They got the money. About a week down the line, the seed oil is in the market, and it's already proved in the magazines. I told you, stay away from mainstream media, because they will publish this to just create awareness and see where the masses are. So when they realized that that seed oil was not fit for use, of course they realized. They advertised it in all media houses and all magazines. Actually, magazines were selling. The newspapers were selling because of this. They advertised it in the media houses. We got so scared. Oh, this is a very bad one. No wonder I use the other one. No wonder I use this seed oil. I don't like this. I've never used that. So you thought you were safe. A week down the line, that product was in the markets. And who knows? That same product is just a different name. What you're using could be the same product. You want to tell me you've forgotten about the mercury that was in sugar? You want to tell me you forgot about that case, that sugar was just captured and it had mercury? And there was a lot of noise in the media. All these favorite politicians, fat politicians, sitting on those interviews, answering questions about that mercury in sugar. Little did you know that they were just there trying to brainwash you. That sugar is still in the markets. Did it go anywhere? Have you ever asked where it went to? Of course not. Of course not. You cannot ask, right? You're afraid. No, you're a sugar addict. How can you do without sugar? Sugar gives you energy, right? My friend. Hey. Sugar gives you energy. You cannot do without sugar, right? Keep feeding yourself with mercury. And then now you're wondering why we have all these kidney issues going up. You're wondering why diabetes is not going anywhere. And you're celebrating with placards. So one day diabetes will die. You think so? Look at the diabetes societies. They have even come up with societies for diabetics so that you become a slave in that society for a lifetime. But because you have a society, you feel at home. We are many of us here, okay? So we don't have to feel the pain. We are diabetics. We have wristbands. We have t-shirts. We celebrate Diabetes Day by cutting a cake. We drink soda on the World Diabetic Day. World Kidney Day, we celebrate by drinking soda and cutting a cake. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a small piece of cake, right? Yeah, it's a small piece of cake. Until you go for dialysis. You elect people in positions of power. People who are fat. They cannot take care of themselves. These are people who are writing budgets for you. You trust fat people, fat doctors to help you lose weight. And I was talking about this diabetes society, and it's so annoying that some of your parents are in diabetic societies. Imagine that. If somebody puts you in a society, basically they're telling you there's no way you can recover from this. Your only way is finding us as your new family.